What's up, everybody? Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of The Beat with your pal, Beat Man, Rich Navarre. Oh, sorry, I just bumped the camera there. Are you all right? I don't make you want to get dizzy or anything, but, hey, I have a tendency to kick the tripod sometimes. That happens, so. What a weekend we got this weekend, folks. My goodness gracious sakes, there's all kinds of stuff to do, shows to see, bands to see and hear. But look, please be careful out there this weekend, okay? Because this weekend is going to get crazy out there, and the crazies will be out in force. You can count on it. D-Lady and I did some shopping earlier, and we were on the road, and we had to dodge at least 3 people because they're wanting to either swerve into our lane or stop right in front of us. It's already started, so brace yourselves. It's going to get worse. So be careful. Drive ultra defensively, please. So anyway. There's live music all over the coast and beyond. But Pensacola right now, we've got some stuff going on this weekend. We set a record this week for artists submitting their shows. I don't think I've had this many yet. So it's going to take me a while to get through the list today. That's why I'm kind of talking at a rapid pace, because I want to get through this part at the beginning and get on to that part so we can get on with the good part. And that would be my guess, which we will talk about in just a second. Anyway, Bamboo Willie's tomorrow night. I'm going to tell you, this is just special. This is outside of upcoming shows. Bamboo Willie's is hosting a festival of their own. Van Ring Peter is going to play at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then that's going to take them into the evening, and then County Gears is going to take over, and they're going to take everybody all the way up and beyond the fireworks that are supposed to take place out back at Bamboo Willie's sometime around the 9 o'clock hour when it's dark enough to do so. So you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, I think that'd be great. But whatever you do, don't wait and go 15 minutes before the show starts, because you'll be in a long line. I can just about bet that the bridge over to the beach is going to be pretty packed. Anyway, did I get through that part? Yeah, looks like I did. Oh boy. Oh yeah, and stay later on in the evening. There's going to be a fireworks display in Pensacola, and there's going to be one in Navarre. And I'll talk to you about that in just a second, okay? In the news, music news. D-Lady and I recently had the opportunity to experience Blue Levy at Paradise Bar and Grill some time ago, and during the middle of the first set or so, I guess, we were sitting at one of the picnic tables. You know how they set up over there right in front of the stage, and you're in sand, obviously, and then it gets concrete, a couple of feet after that. But a very nice couple asked if they could sit at the other end of our table. We said, sure. I mean, we were under some shade, too, so I understand why they wanted to sit down. And it turned out to be quite an encounter, because these people are just turned out to be really, really cool people. They are Alan and Joan McBroom, and they are here, and they've been here from Oklahoma vacationing and making serious contemplations about whether or not they would like to retire and move here. So during the course of the show, while they were sitting at the table and stuff, I took pictures and everything. I got a couple snaps of me and Alan and Joan, doing the selfie thing and all that kind of stuff. But they really enjoyed the music. And one thing I really liked about that is that they had seen several bands since they've been here, and they were just overwhelmed at the amount of talent that we have here in Pensacola. Another reason so many people move here, and they're looking at doing that very seriously. And very, very soon, from what I understand. I guess Alan's about to retire, and they're looking for a place to settle down. And I got to tell you, you couldn't have met a couple of nicer people. You really couldn't have. The music provided by Blue Levy was excellent. They told us about their possible relocation. And since then, I've had the pleasure of recommending some local bands and some talent to them. Last night, Tyler Livingston and the Absolute. Well, actually, yeah, Tyler Livingston and the Absolute with Cody Fortag and Robert. Can't remember Robert's last name, playing bass. But they were there, but they didn't get started until like 9:15 because there was a soccer match on, and they were showing that on the big screen. But they said once Tyler hit it, they couldn't believe it. They said it was really, really good music. So I told them about a couple places to visit and to get a chance on a couple of bands. I tried to steer them out to the Blues Jam, Rocky. Tried to send them over there for you to see what was going on there. But they were already on the beach and they were looking for some place over there as well. So, listen, we want to welcome Alan and Joan to our little piece of paradise down here on the Emerald Coast and hope that they make their trip back to Oklahoma. I guess they're going to be on the road tomorrow. Be back at home with some family for the 4th of July. But Alan, Joan, it was a pure pleasure, folks. We really enjoyed your company, and we'd like to get to know you even better. So when you get back down here again, you know how to reach me. That's pretty easy. And let us know, and we'll do a beach day or something. We'll have some more fun. We'll show you some stuff that you hadn't had a chance to see yet. What do you think about that? Alan and Joan McBroom. They're a great couple. All right, upcoming shows. Get ready for the shotgun. Here it comes. Beach Buzz Restaurant and Bar host at Deep Teas from 6 to 9 tomorrow. Michael Tillman Band plays Creek Bank. Creek Bank. You ever heard of Creek Bank? I don't know what Creek Bank is. Anyway, on July 4th, 1 p.m. start on that show. Tonight, G.I.J. Tiki Bar in Fort Walton host Lance Marshall Music. Lance is doing a solo show tonight, and then tomorrow he's playing with The Remedy and the Tiki Bar as well. No, I'm sorry, that's not tomorrow. Saturday, the 4th, he's playing with The Remedy from 7 to 11 p.m., okay? As I said earlier, count the years at Bamboo Willie's, both Friday and Saturday, 8 to 12, and then on Saturday afternoon, Bangarang Peter's is going to start at 2 o'clock and play for a couple hours. Nick's Seafood Restaurant has Donnie Morgan music playing from 5 to 8 p.m. on Friday. That's tomorrow. Saturday, LJ Schooner's Blue Water Bay has Paradise Vale. Is it Vale or Paradise Valley? I don't know. It's V-A-L-E. It could be pronounced either way. Their show starts at 6 and goes till 10 o'clock p.m. So if you're out by LJ Schooner's, go check that show out. Okay. Tonight, Patty O'Leary's my good friend Seamus. How you doing, Seamus, my friend? How you doing? I gotta tell you, he hosts a lot of good entertainment down there, Patty O'Leary's. Tonight, Jay Moody's playing. I think it's his solo show tonight. And then Friday, Ragdoll's coming in from 8:30 to 12:30. That's a pretty good band. Saturday the 4th, the Ramblers take the stage from 8 to midnight. And Sunday, Blackwater Country. They've been there a couple of times, and I've yet to see them yet. Shame on me, because I really like progressive new country. I was in a country band for a while with AJ, as a matter of fact. Anyway, Friday, Hippie Jim plays Bushwhackers. He starts at 3 p.m. Saturday, he's playing at Bar 515 or 515 in Pace at 7 p.m. And on Sunday, he's playing Pirates Dolphin Island. 12 noon start for Hippie Jim. I have not seen Hippie Jim yet. I hope he's watching the show or get a chance to see this. Hippie Jim, I salute you, sir. I'll come out and see you sometime. And of course, Friday, tomorrow, Never Ending is playing at the 810 Billiards and Bowling Facility out in Panama City Beach. So if you're out that way, go check that out. It's a great facility out there. If you've never been out to 810 Billiards out in Panama City Beach, it's a huge complex. They got tons of games and things you can do, and they got a couple of bowling alleys in there. It's really great, and they have live music. And I played there with Shelley and Never Ending a while back, and it was a great gig. I enjoyed it. Tonight, Jake and Henry's, Fort Walton Beach, the Lads. Oh, the Lads are going to be playing. And guess who's with the Lads tonight? Jack Grimley is going to be one of the Lads. Oh, I want to see that show. I mean, they're doing these British tributes and stuff, but they're dressing up and they're putting on a show, and I gotta see it, you know. So the Lads, don't miss them. Friday, Harbor Walk Village in Destin presents the Modern Eldorados. They start at 6 p.m. and on Saturday, the Eldorados will be at Calvert's in the Heights, and they start at 8 p.m. Tonight, Splash RV Resort has Blue Levy Band playing from 7 to 10 p.m. Tomorrow, Chris Burns solos at Calvert's from 7 to 10 p.m. And then on Saturday, he plays Peg Leg Pete's from 6 to 10 p.m. Haven't seen any live entertainment at Peg Legs yet. We've eaten there a couple of times, but I can't recall actually seeing any. Have you seen anybody over there? Huh? No. Okay, well, she would know. Friday, Me and the Misfits. No, that's not me, but that is Lee Maskery's band, Me and the Misfits. They hit Five Sisters Blues Cafe, and they're playing from 6 to 10 p.m., featuring my guest tonight, Gray Maloney. And tonight at the Sandshaker, another good band playing out at the Sandshaker tonight, JoJo and the Lost Boys. They throw down. They're jamming from 8 to midnight, and then they'll be at Hub Stacy's downtown from 7 to 11 p.m. Friday, tomorrow, LJ Schooners, the Aces, play at 6 p.m. Then they play Saturday at the Sky Bar in Destin at 7 o'clock. Check that out if you're out Destin way. You know, I'm so glad that you guys are giving me your shows that are all along the coast, okay? Anybody that's going to go to the Floribama or anything out in Perdido along that area of the coast, when I ask for your shows, put them up. Let me have them. I want to promote that side of town as well. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who want to see live music and good shows and good musicians, you know. But I heard mostly they're all starting here at Pensacola and then go east, ROI, or sometimes north, depends on where you're going. So tomorrow at the Lillian Community Center, one of my favorite bands, Riptide, the band. They're going to be blowing people away at 7 p.m. That's a nice stage over there, big stage. The Break Beach Bar host another one of my favorite bands, Charlie and the Hammerheads. Hey, Charlie, shout out, man. How you doing, bro? And they're going to be playing 9 to 1 both Friday and Saturday at the Break over on Pensacola Beach. Tomorrow, Fairhope Artwork Concert in Fairhope, Alabama, 6 to 9 p.m. And Sunday at American Legion, Post 199 in Fairhope from 5 to 9 p.m. So that's a pretty big schedule. Saturday, the Blues Tavern in Mobile is celebrating our 250th birthday with a performance by Dee and the Straight Cat Bluesmen. Man, that's a cool name. That really is. And so you seen these guys? You seen? Yeah, good. I'm getting a nod here that they're a band to see, so I'm going to have to go see them for sure. And I also wanted to mention too, just quickly, we had the opportunity to go to the Blues Festival here just this past weekend, and it was a great night of music. I'm going to tell you, I can only stay for 2 bands, but Kat Riggins, she really knew how to entertain the crowd, and she can work the crowd too. She was out in it and doing one heck of a job, and the choreography with her and her backup singers. Excellent, and I appreciated the purple theme throughout. Everybody looked so sharp, so sweet. Oh, you can't see her, go see her, for sure. Anyway, along with the Stray Cat Bluesmen, Deezer Morris, Pensacola owned, is going to be playing with them as well, and their doors open at 11 o'clock. Music starts at 7, and they go until the fireworks, evidently. So, and lastly, if you're planning on being in the bar on the 4th, Saturday, if you can, come to the American Legion Post 382 for their annual 4th of July festival. Let me tell you something, folks. They're going to feed the public. I hope they're going to be able to keep up with the public. There's many people I think are going to show up there, but they're going to be giving out hamburgers, hot dogs, and other stuff. So there's going to be food and fun and music by the Tyler Morrison Trio, which consists of Jesse O'Neill. You all know Jesse. We all know him, and we all love him. Hi, Jesse. Shout out to you, brother. And yours truly. I'll be there backing everything up, doing some backup vocals, and playing the drums. So we're looking forward to that this weekend. We've got several people that we know that are coming out to this event, because after the event's over, we're going to walk across the street over to Navarre Park and catch almost an hour's worth of fireworks in the bar, which I got to tell you, Navarre Fireworks every year always gets the highest praise. They always have the longest show, the best show, and you can see it on social media every single year. So I don't want to miss it this year. Last year I was in Pensacola, and it was, it was okay. But we had a good time. But Navarre is where to be this Saturday if you can. So we start at 5 p.m. I think the event opens up around noon or 1 o'clock. And like I say, stay for the fireworks afterwards with us. We'd love to have you. The post is on Lunetta Street, almost behind TC's front porch. If you have any questions, you can call 850-936-5888. And you'll probably talk to Frank. He's a great guy. And if you have any questions, you can ask him about what's going on this weekend. Sorry. Had to get my voice right. Because it's that time. My guest for tonight not only has become a dear friend of mine and fellow musician that I've had the opportunity and honor to play with on numerous occasions, but Mr. Greg Maloney is here tonight, a bass player with a unique style and playing ability. Greg is also a family man with 6 kids and a wife. And we'll talk about his musical experiences and what it's like to have such a huge family while balancing his music life, which is very robust these days, with being able to take care of and love a family of, that would be 8 altogether, including himself, and I hope he does love himself. Anyway, he's also going to talk about his involvement with something everybody in Pensacola is very, very familiar with. Greg has a relationship with our Blue Angels flight team, and we're going to talk about that. I'm not going to give it away, but I'll let him do that himself. So, at this time, I just want to say it's my honor and my privilege to have Greg Maloney on my show, and welcome him on in. Come on in, Greg. How you doing, sir?
Great.
And it's so great to have you, man. It really is.
Yeah, very excited. Very excited.
So let me ask you first off, right off the bat, what brought you to Pensacola?
Well, my wife and I, we lived in St. Louis, Missouri. Got married there. First 4 children were there. We came out to Pensacola Beach for vacation.
Okay.
And that was August of 21. It was actually for her birthday. And we immediately fell in love with the place.
Who doesn't?
Right. And one of the biggest things I remember, so we got in town on a Sunday.
Okay.
And we stayed at the old Margaritaville. Now it's the Pensacola Beach Resort.
Yeah,
I think that's the name of it. And, it's a 11, 12-hour drive here from St. Louis. I don't do the flying thing, so. Parked the car, got our bags inside, and, hey, let's walk. Saw Papa's Pizza. I'm originally from New York City. I got to try the New York style pizza. And so we walked by the Sand Shaker.
Wait a minute. How did it compare?
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
You're trying New York pizza down here.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good.
All right.
And anytime I play at Bamboo Willie's, that's my meal prior to going on. Yeah, and I am a guy, I do not eat prior to playing a lot.
No,
I make an exception.
Yeah, I hear you. You don't want too full of a stomach if you're going to play for 3 or 4 hours. That's for sure.
No, especially in the heat. But anyway, we walk by the Sand Shaker, and it's a Sunday evening, and there's live music going on, and it just blew my mind. Up in St. Louis, even 5 times the size of this place, whatever it is, we don't have that.
No.
I was lucky.
What a tragedy.
The bar that I turned 21 in, did a duo thing there for many years, 12 years with my very good friend Chris Cahill. We would play Friday nights, and when it was nice out, played on the patio on Sunday. So we were one of the exceptions. But a full band on a Sunday, this is amazing.
Incredible.
And anyway, one thing led to another. It was a Friday night. The wife and I decided, okay, hey, we're going to talk about this. Like, are we going to make this crazy 1,000-mile-away move from our entire support system with 4 young children?
Oh, my goodness.
Sure. Why not? Why not? Let's get adventurous. And I had a couple cocktails and make a surprise. And anyway, I got on Facebook and found the Pensacola Musicians group, one of the groups on there. Said, hey, bass player, 20-plus years. I'm going to be out of a job real soon, moving to your town. Who's hiring?
Yeah.
And you know who responded to that?
Who did?
You.
Oh!
You. Also, Rocky Denny.
How about that?
Rocky Denny. Lee Mastery. Andrew Johnson.
My goodness gracious. Now, it's coming to my memory now. Now I remember,
4 people, and more people I've been in contact with since moving here. Oh, and I still talk to all you guys. And it's so cool. Like, the community down here is amazing.
I can't believe that we've actually known each other for 9 to 5 years now. You guys came here in 21.
22. 22. So we vacationed 21, and then we moved here June of 22.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
4 years, still a long time.
Yeah. It's
how soon, okay, well, you just mentioned, you touched on some of this, but how soon after you moved here did you start playing on a kind of semi-regular basis? I mean, what you made contact with a couple of musicians. All right, take us from there. Then what happened then?
The first thing that I went to, actually, I think we got here Tuesday or Wednesday. That was a whole misadventure. I'm not going to go into that here. If you know me personally, you probably heard the story. Anywho, let's see. I actually saw the Flavors, now me and the Misfits, at Goat Lips.
Okay.
And that was the first time I actually met Lee in person, and I'm like, oh, this place is cool spot, you know? Why would you know that place if, the only part of Pensacola you know is the beach, you know?
Right.
We're rich with, like, these cool little spots around town, around here. And showed up for the Blues Jam the next week.
There you go.
And met Rocky, just, everyone that's involved with that, and I think Rocky, after the first jam or two, was like, oh, okay, this guy's not completely worthless. Hey, I need a bass player. Can I call you? And so my first gig was at Johnny B's.
Okay.
In Lillian with Rocky, Rick Hendry on guitar. Yeah.
Oh, that was my next question. I was going to find out what was the first one you got together to play your first show at, and how'd that go?
Went great as far as as far as I'm concerned. And
Decent crowd, do you remember?
Yeah, it was a pretty good crowd. Johnny had some sort of event going on over there, and it was great. My first gig with the Flavors was September 1st, 2022, and that was actually at the Sandshaker, that place that I saw all this live music going on when we visited. And it's just been a wonderful ride, and I just have to comment with the amount of folks that I've played with here, performed with here, met here, just how great it's been, and how many great friendships I've made with people around here, and the level. And you touched on this earlier. The amount of talent that is in not only Pensacola, the surrounding area. I'm a very blessed man to be involved with all these people, and I'm happy to call them friends. I truly am. It's great.
The one thing about the Pensacola music community, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong on this, Greg, is that they are exceptionally accepting of new people coming into the music scene.
Yes.
You know, and if you're worth half a lick of salt, if you're a drummer, you can just keep a beat. I mean, that's all I do. That's why I call the beat man. You never seen me doing wild, crazy solos and stuff. But when I play with the boys on a Monday night for the Blues Jam, I try to be as much in the pocket as I possibly can. At least I've been told I am.
You are. I mean, my Instagram handle is the world's okayest bassist, and I live and die by that. And I guess they figured out I'm worth keeping around. So.
It's amazing too. I just thought of something. Both our first actual real live playing in a place for an audience experiences were both with Rocky Denny.
Oh, that's crazy.
Only mine was when he was doing the Thursday Jam at Calvert's.
Oh my gosh.
That was back when Harvey Berman was still around.
Yes, yeah.
And I wrote on this, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to SeenPensacola.com, I wrote Harvey Berman's tribute, and Rocky Denny was the host band, and we sent him out on a second line run. And it was quite an event. But yes, that was my first experience with Rocky and the Brotherhood.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
Great group of guys, really.
I'm going to shift gears.
Yes.
How do you balance your family life, having a wife and 6 kids, with as much music as you play?
I have a saint of a wife.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you must.
She hasn't me yet, so no, she's. One of the conversations that we had before we moved here was, look, I'm not looking to tour the world. I'm not looking to do anything crazy like that. I just want to play more. And she's like, okay, well, if that's what I have to agree to get you on board with this whole crazy relocation, so be it. And awesome. And she's very supporting of it. At times it gets difficult, and we just try to tag team as many things as we can, and luckily I'm blessed with 6. I can't keep count. I was going to say something else. I'm blessed with 6 great kids that are very well behaved. Love every single one of them. They're wonderful.
Their ages are
oldest 10 and a half,
okay.
9, almost 7, 6 on the 8th next week. 3 and just over 1. Yeah, right.
3 and what?
1.
And 1.
The youngest just turned 1 in May. So.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you done?
Rich, I was done after 2. It's been a surprise every time.
Oh,
boy. The stork loves the Maloney house.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah,
My goodness.
Frequent flyers, I guess. I don't know.
Well, since we're talking about family, and obviously you had to earn a substantial living to take care of a family that size, and in doing so, you made some contacts here in Pensacola through your business. Why don't you tell everybody about that?
So what I do for a living for my day job, I sell aviation oil, both engine oil, and when you folks see either the Angels or the Thunderbirds doing a show, you see that white smoke. That's part of what I do.
That's what you provide.
So we have a website,
Incredible.
and it was kind of funny. Talked to my boss about, hey, we're relocating. It's like, oh man, okay, well, yeah, we'll figure it out. And he's like, hey, why don't go a location down there? And so we have a warehouse up in the Cantonment area.
Oh, fantastic!
And yeah.
And your relationship with the Angels. I mean, have you get a chance to meet them?
No,
or?
not
Not
much
yet.
No. We've helped them out a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
It's always an honor. So yeah, we actually got some 55-gallon drums of that smoke all over to NAS.
Is that right?
Yeah, they had some sort of equipment malfunction, and yeah,
Oh, no.
and we're constantly sending oil, following them around the country.
Man.
And one of the neatest things. So when we moved here, we moved to the Cantonment area. I was
Okay.
actually a quarter of a mile from the warehouse that I'm working at right now, which I had the greatest commute ever.
I'll bet. Right down the street.
But about a week after we had moved here in 22, we found out number 5 was on the way. Like, oh, good, we're already out of room. We already outgrew the house that we did not, we basically bought sight unseen.
Wow.
So, but now we're in Pensacola, have a little bit more room. But the neatest thing about this house, Rich, on Sunday when they come home, they fly right down my street.
Oh, is that right?
It is the coolest thing.
Oh.
And they fly down my street.
Can't beat that.
No, it's the greatest view ever. And then they go down to the stadium, go out to the Navarre area, then
Right,
go down,
right.
do the beach buzz,
Yeah.
go home,
That's
and
incredible.
then next week do it all over again. So yeah,
Only in Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah.
ladies
Oh,
and
yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
right.
All right, I'm shifting into second there now,
Okay.
maybe, or
right.
almost into third. But let's talk about when did you begin with the bass guitar, and who were some of your early influences when you were coming up and learning how to play?
So how I got involved with the bass is kind of funny. I had a knockoff Epiphone Stratocaster style guitar when we moved from New York City to St. Louis. The input jack, I guess, got messed up on the guitar.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, it's useless. And,
Oh.
of course it wasn't. I mean, it's an easy fix, but you're 14, you're dumb.
Yeah.
And, so
Okay, now we established it. You're 14.
age-wise, or mentally, yeah.
Oh,
probably.
okay.
Maybe even
Oh,
younger.
I'm asking, was it 14 when
Well,
you got...
14 when I started playing.
All right, there we go.
So what I would do is I would lay in bed and I'd have the neck of this guitar that I thought was completely broken, and I'd start picking out bass lines. I'd have a stereo speaker on my other ear, and I'd start picking out bass lines because no one played bass. I'm like, okay, I'll play bass. And my was my sophomore year of high school. The fourth quarter of my English journalism class was how to speech was like one of the speeches we were supposed to make.
Okay.
And how to play the bass guitar. Well, I bought an Ibanez, or my dad bought an Ibanez sound gear bass, a PV micro bass amp, and I got it about a week before this speech, and just kind of, okay, well, let's translate it from guitar to bass. Okay, hey, I can do this, and been playing ever since. That was 2000, so
Wow.
spring of 2000 to now.
What moves you to play the bass? I mean, what is it about it? What's the motivation there in playing the bass as opposed to guitar, or any other instrument, stringed or not?
I mean, I've always thought of myself as more of I guess background kind of character with. I can't be shredding and doing all the tappy crazy
Okay.
stuff, squealy noise on a guitar. I obviously can't sing.
Well, we don't ever hear you, so we'll take your word for that.
We're going to keep it that way. This was the biggest mistake you could have made, is give me a microphone.
Oh, no, not at all.
No, I just, I don't know. I just always connected with it. It's just such a neat instrument. And then as for influences, Tom Hamilton of Aerosmith, Duff McKagan, Guns N' Roses, John Entwistle of The Who, Maka, obviously, Paul, great, wonderful player, Chris Squire from Yes, Geddy Lee, gosh, I'm all over the place. James Jamerson. So, yeah, just a whole bunch of different influences.
Yeah, cool.
You know, I appreciate it. I actually just had this conversation with someone last night.
I'm referring to Jaco Pastorius, everybody. He is a world-renowned and former bass player, as he is. The man has passed away and gone on to play in the big band in the sky.
Yes. I love his his skill, like what he did with the bass and on the bass is incredible. His tone, I don't really care for, but I mean, I like what he's done. He made the bass a lead instrument.
Yes, he did.
And you show, hey, you can be melodic with this instrument, and that's very neat.
I've heard you be melodic with this instrument. Yes, sir, especially playing with you. I mean, it's. And then, of course, being a drummer, this is my section mate, right?
Yeah,
so,
right,
I mean, we are the bottom end, we are the rhythm section, we keep the engine running.
Yeah.
So you gotta get along with your bass man, you know what I mean? And every time we play, especially if we play on Mondays for the blues jam and stuff, now my primary focus is usually on the band leader, whether it's Rocky or Jim Richmond or whatever. But I am constantly looking over here because Greg's usually right over here on my left, and I'm making eye contact with him, looking for a nod every now and then, so he can give me a clue that I'm keeping time.
And you're great at it.
I appreciate that.
I don't have to worry with you. There's a couple characters out there, but no. I again very blessed to play with just such skilled musicians every week in, week out.
Oh man, and they just keep flooding in, and you never know who's gonna pop in from out of town and just show up.
That's the beauty of both those jams. So, talking about the Seville Jam on Monday or the Goat Lips Jam with Rocky and the Brotherhood. Just last night we had a fellow, and it's actually on Rocky's page.
Okay.
It's a fellow from Italy. He was a touring musician, I believe, over in Europe.
Oh,
and I lent him my bass that I brought with me. I'm like, hey man, go play, go crazy. And he did great. It was such a cool thing. Like over here from I forget what he was doing, but
Hey, you know what? They welcome in everybody. They don't care.
Absolutely.
If you think you can play, put your name on the list. After Rocky gets done with the first set, it's open game. It's just the way it is.
Yep.
So that's a cool venue over there.
Oh,
Really, it's one thing I like about Gold Lips is the intimacy of the venue. You're real close to the stage, no matter where you're sitting inside.
You're best friends with whoever's playing.
That's exactly
sure.
right. Yeah. Now, out of all the different styles and genres of music, what do you prefer to play the most? Somebody asked me that as a drummer, and they say, "Well, Rick, what play?" Well, look, hey. I grew up in Detroit, right? And I started playing as a kid in Detroit, so I like soul, I like funk, I like Motown, that was my first and best. And then I went into the blues and fell totally head over heels in love with the blues. Yeah. So what genre do you really like to really get down with?
I mean, as funny as it is, as many blues jams I've been to since moving here, I had never played the blues until that first jam. Like with Rocky.
No lie.
Like a week after moving here, go to that Goat Lips Jam, and had never played it before, and I've made such a connection with it now.
What were you playing before then?
I mean, mostly rock and roll.
Oh, okay.
Rock, then even like hard rock, prog, love that stuff. But I've made such a connection with blues, and actually, it's funny. I was at the stoplight right at was that Copter and Davis, and I had texted my high school music teacher, one of the best guitarists in the St. Louis area, Ron Roskowski. Hi, Ron, if you're watching.
I hope he is.
I hope so too. I texted him, hey, Ron, this is crazy. I played for 20 plus years, whatever. I'm going to my first blues jam. Any advice? He goes, 3 chords and the truth, brother. Like, all right, cool. And so I just kind of ran.
And that's true.
Yeah,
I mean, blues is very, very simple music. It really is. It's not hard.
No.
It's not hard for bassists or drummers really because a lot of it's so easy going and not hard to play. Even the best stuff.
Scott Burke, who frequents both of the blues jams every week, he had a really good line one night, and it was the blues are they may be easy to play but impossible to master, and I kind of ran with that. Like there's credence behind that.
I believe that. And it's a genre that you're always stretching and always looking to improve yourself to add that little bit more taste, to the flow of the music.
Absolutely.
So. Well, speaking of rock and roll,
yep.
Tell us what's going on with your latest project, The Collective, and give us any updates you may have on AJ and his condition.
AJ, well, we'll get this out of the way first. AJ's doing great. He's back home. We're gearing up to play a private party for the 4th.
Okay.
We're in Lillian this weekend, so very, very excited about that. Obviously have gigs lined up for July. So when you make your weekly post about where the players are playing, I'll make sure to update everyone, or go to our page, follow us.
There you go, the collective.
Yeah. We're pretty good with the social media. We try to keep up on stuff like we were discussing
No,
earlier.
you're not.
You have to be.
Who's doing that?
That's Kevin. That's our
The drummer?
Yep.
Kevin.
Yep.
Look at
Kevin
me.
Nix.
Kevin, look at me. You're doing great, man. Dude, listen, I'm gonna tell you what. The Collective is one of the rare bands that I've been seeing around Pensacola that knows what marketing is all about. Now, Kevin, I don't know where you got your experience from and what background you came from, sir, but you are doing the Collective a huge, huge service. I salute you because you're doing it right. I try to preach to new bands all the time. You gotta have a social media presence. You gotta get creative so people will think of your name. And the Collective is getting thought of and spoken of all over Pensacola and around. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. If you haven't had a chance to go and see the Collective yet, you go out and see their show. They really do put on a good show. Tell us about the rest of the band while we're talking about that.
So, as discussed, we have Kevin Nix on drums, Andrew Johnson on guitar, Joycey Woods on vocals, and she's absolutely just killing it. And then Curry Weber, our sound engineer. He is as much as part of the band as everyone else. He's part of the product.
Yeah.
And then I guess me, whatever the hell it is I do. But, I'm just there.
He gets up there and just sometimes you have a pipe in his mouth. He's always got sunglasses on, and he's just there having a good time, holding down the bottom end. Yep. But since we're talking about that, and we're talking about the unusual nature of the Collective, something that you and I were talking about earlier. There are no amplifiers on the stage when the Collective plays. Am I right about that?
That's correct. That's correct.
How was that arranged, and why was that arrangement chosen for that reason?
So there's a little bit of a learning curve with it. If you've never used ear monitors before, that's something to get used to. I love it because I'm not dragging around an SVT anymore, so that's kind of nice. But we chose to do that because it keeps consistency with our sound and what we do every show. No amps on stage. The only noise coming off the stage is the drums, and Kevin's done a wonderful job of adapting his playing style to make that work. Because if you have a guy just hammering away, well, it's going to go through the mics.
Yeah.
Poor Curry is gonna stroke out in the middle of the
Oh
show.
my God.
But we've gotten really good at playing like that, and just no amps on stage. We have a consistency. We've heard from multiple venue owners. We can't believe the sound that you guys are able to achieve, and that's just us not having those amps on stage, and we're not killing people sitting in front.
Exactly.
Their ears are bleeding.
No, and people appreciate it. They want to be able to talk to their friends and just have some sort of a conversation while everything is going on.
I mean, rats, what? You don't have that going on. And
the sound is very. I was impressed with the way the sound was so balanced because when I go to a big venue like that, I make a point of walking from one side to the other on the periphery. Right. And if I hear anything, I'll mention it to the sound guy. Say, hey, did you think about this? Because I'm not hearing this or whatever. So,
right.
Did your sound system, did it integrate with the one at Bamboo Willie's, or did you bring everything on your own?
We actually went through the show that you saw at Bamboo's. We actually went through their system.
Okay.
And we had one of their engineers. So Curry gets that shift off. I guess.
Gotcha. Okay.
And, so.
Other than that, you're bringing your own mains and speakers and all that stuff.
No. We just plug into their stuff and that's it.
I'll be darned.
Kevin sets up his kit, up at the top up there. But
it's like being on a mountain.
Yeah,
if you're a drummer at Bamboo Willie's, I played there. It's really kind of majestic. You get to look down on everybody.
Yeah. And you get those windows opened up.
Oh yeah,
you get the greatest view ever. You get to see the sound and everything. It's wonderful.
Well, the sound is exceptional. There's no doubt about it. And not only that, but the talent that's on that stage and the production of the music that you guys play is superior. There's no doubt about it. We were talking about your influences a little bit earlier as far as bass players are concerned. Now I'm going to give you a chance to tell me what local bass players here in Pensacola and that you played around here with do you admire as far as their playing ability and showmanship?
Well, there seems to be only about 7 of us, so this should be
Okay.
pretty easy. We're constantly filling in, you know. I mean, gosh, there's so many good ones around here. Steve, that plays with Rocky, he's a great player. Howie Erskine, a wonderful guy, wonderful friend of mine.
He's a great player.
I mean, goodness gracious, Marcus, like he's wonderful. I mean, everyone, just the crazy great players around here.
Jesse O'Neill.
O'Neill, yes.
You know
He is a monster.
I know. And quite an entertainment
Yes,
showman.
absolutely,
No doubt about it.
absolutely, yeah.
And if you get a chance, come down to the bar Saturday and you'll see Jesse O'Neill play. I have no idea what he'll be wearing because he is suited up in everything from beach wear to a furry costume. So I don't know. I don't think he'll be wearing the furry Saturday because it's supposed to be in the mid-90s. You know?
They're going to wind up having to resuscitate him. If so,
man.
goodness gracious.
And Jesse, if you're watching, man, don't forget, bring a fan.
That's essential down here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that was something to get used to. Like, you wouldn't even think about something like that. And, I mean, it gets just as humid up in St. Louis as it does down here.
Yeah.
The thing is, obviously, it lasts a lot longer.
Yeah, a lot longer.
Up there, we have, an actual fall, and
Right.
then a winter.
Right.
Whereas here, it kind of goes, all right, back to warm.
Yeah.
And but yeah, having a fan on stage, you never think that'd be an essential piece of gear, but here we are.
Can't do an outdoor gig down here without a fan.
Especially you guys.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you're doing this.
And I just bought a brand new one that I'm going to use this
There you go.
Saturday. I mean, I got this floor fan down here that I usually bring to most shows. That's okay, little times there, but I got an oscillating fan on
There
a
you go.
pedestal.
Yep.
I'm going to set that bad boy right next to me, and I'm going to make sure I got moving air running on me. Okay, finally, last question. In your opinion, what is the primary function of a bass player in a band? And do you have any words of wisdom or encouragement for young bass players coming up?
I mean, the primary function of a bass player is to keep the, you're basically the glue between the percussion and the melody and the rhythm instruments. You are the glue, and yes, the drummer is driving the beat, but the bass player is kind of keeping that beat and keeping the rhythm between those two factions. So I try to stay. It's funny, like when I started getting, I don't want to say good, but you think of like Geddy Lee. We'll go with that. You think of like and Geddy's all over the fretboard, and he could, or like Les Claypool from Primus.
Oh my God!
What a
madman!
Yeah, he's nuts, but wonderful player, and I love listening to his stuff. And I used to be all over the place, and when I was playing with my friend Chris at that bar up in St. Louis, and again we did that for almost 12 years. He asked me one day, he goes, "Hey, you play bass, right?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "All right, hey, I need a bass player on Sunday." "Oh, okay, cool. Who's on drums?" "No one."
Oh.
So that actually playing that gig for that many years kind of like fixed me in a way, because now I'm the percussion.
Yeah.
And so I switched to more of a pocket kind of style, and it just, keep it simple, stupid, As for the young ones, when you get the opportunity, go to those jams. Go to those jams, go to those open jams, and play with as many people as you can, and that's how you're going to expand your horizons. And
That's excellent advice, and what I try to tell everybody when they're looking for an opportunity is to do just exactly that.
Yep.
And you heard of a few tonight. Wednesday night at Goat Lives with Rocky Denny and the Brotherhood.
Yep.
Great open jam. Monday nights at Seville for the Blues Society of Northwest Florida, of which we are both bronze members, by the way.
Yes.
Our names are on the marquee. I love that.
You get to be a board member. I don't know why, but I'm one.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
And you were there for the festival working your hiney off, too, doing all kinds of stuff.
I'm doing my best.
Oh, man. Anyway, listen, thank you so much for sharing a little piece of your life with us.
Thank you.
I'm sure everybody out there, if you're watching or if you're seeing this on YouTube after the live broadcast, got entertained, if nothing else, just by the interview portion of it, because Greg has brought us a wealth of information, his experiences, how he handles things, and I hope some of it can help another musician along the way. So now, what we're going to do now, as everybody knows, and for the last 10 minutes or so, this is the entertainment section. Okay?
Okay.
Now, Rick and I have not rehearsed anything. Well, I guess that's a lie. The only thing we rehearsed was a sound check, and it was about 20 seconds. So that's all we played so far. We're just gonna play around and jam a little bit and see how it comes out. So you're gonna see the creation process for music in its full force here live on the beat. Okay. So all right, Greg, go back there and grab that big bad axe of yours, and I'm gonna weasel my way back to the drum set. Okay. Oh, yellow and blue. Turn these guys down. Great.
Hard new strings.
Tasting. All right. You got us in there, hon?
Yep.
All right. I'm just checking with D-Lady to make sure she's doing her job. She's got to earn her money. I'm waiting for her to make a comment. She shouldn't be paid. All right, man. I'll start something and you follow me. I'll see what happens, all right?
Okay.
One thing you can always count on, that was excellent, man. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed that. One thing you can count on with bass and drums is we know instinctively when the last note is coming, is happening, and that's when we stop. So,
Yeah.
well done, sir. Well done,
Do
sir.
as well.
All right, let's try. We'll speed up a little bit. I'll do something more like a 4 and a 4 kind of deal.
Sure.
Yeah, if you could see the D-Lady's reaction on that last one, she was getting into it, man. Oh, fantastic!
Dance moves going on.
Oh, that was a dancing beat, man. All right, we'll go out with something sweet. How about that?
Lead the way.
All right. Kind of bluesy.
All right.
Thank you, Greg Maloney, my guest for tonight. Oh my goodness, I'm blown away. I sync up with this man so easily. It just happens, you know what I mean? Listen, I want to say thank you so much to my sweetheart D-Lady for being here and loving me and doing the camera work tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I also want to put out a very special shout out to Mrs. Maloney. Erica, you are a dynamite, stone cold hard woman, lady. I gotta tell you what, to put up with this guy, you deserve a medal. There's no doubt about it, okay? And take care of those kids too. That's a big job. Everybody, make a comment about Erica and tell her that she's a wonderful woman. Just do it, okay? I appreciate that. And lastly, don't forget, this weekend at Navarre, Post 382 for the American Legion. Come out and see the Tyler Morrison Trio. I'm gonna bring in a special guest. And I'm only mentioning it for the first time right now. Until then, this is the Beat Man with Greg Maloney.
Hey.
Say, keep the beat. I'm out.